Hey, what's up guys, Toxic Pixel here, and today we're going to be doing another video on Clash Royale. So today guys, we're going to be doing the top 10 most used cards in Clash Royale from arenas 1 to 5. So guys, let's get into this. So guys, this is going to be the most used cards from arenas 1 to 5. So yeah, let's get right into it. So number 10 on my list is the Prince. And a lot of people use the Prince, guys. There is no surprise that this card is on my list. The players probably use the Prince for his speed and his amount of damage, and probably for his hit points as well. But guys, I would assume most people use the Prince because of its extremely good offense skills. And yeah, well, the Prince is actually not terrible on defense, but as for offense, it is a really good card. So guys, coming into the number 9 spot is the Witch. The Witch is a very popular card among players and is great for making strategies with like the Giant and the Witch strategy, guys. Most people have probably heard of that strategy, as I've battled multiple players who use that strategy. But guys, the Witch is extremely popular. Just in the last update, the Witch has been gotten really stronger. So most people now are using it. I do use the Witch personally myself, but not like a lot. I kind of switch up my decks every now and then. But yeah, guys, let's come right into number 8, which is the Skeleton Army. The Skeleton Army is probably used a lot because of its really good defense skills. So like taking out a Prince, or like surrounding like a troop, which like if it was something that did splash damage, obviously the Skeleton Army wouldn't do a good job in that. But as for like the Prince or like Giant, the Skeleton Army is definitely a card that you that would be good to counter that. Now guys, the Skeleton Army, as you guys can probably notice, is really popular, and the Pecker's Play has the Barbarian Bowl, and like in lower arenas. As for high arenas, the Skeleton Army is not popular at all. But guys, some people do use it, I guess, in high arenas, but it's more used in the lower arena section, kind of. So guys, coming into number 7 is the Minion Horde. The Minion Horde is a very strong, powerful card, and it's not surprised that this card has made it to my list. So guys, the Minion Horde, basically 6 minions, costs 5 elixir. It's an extremely powerful card. It's good with a rage spell or anything else, guys, but let me just tell you this real quick. There is a card which is Minions, guys, which costs 3 elixir, but there's only 3 minions. Guys, Minion Horde or Minions, the minions are extremely powerful, and I'm assuming people use the Minion Horde more because it has more minions, and well, it is more expensive, but there's more minions, so there's more damage there. But most people these days just use arrows to counter the Minion Horde, which it's a good counter, but it kind of sucks as well. So like you're gonna win. It's like 4 seconds left, and you put a Minion Horde down, and they always make it to your tower, and then your opponent just like fires arrows at it, and then you know how much your life sucks. But yeah, guys. So coming into number 6 is the Baby Dragon, and guys, I will bet you at the end of this video that at least one of these cards mentioned on my list is probably gonna be in your deck. Now, if not, if you guys are in from the range from 1 to 5 arenas, then you probably have one of these cards in your deck. But if you're in like the Frozen Peak or the Builder's Shop, it may not be. You may not have any of these cards because I'm just basing it off only 5 arenas. So guys, the Baby Dragon is another very popular card from this range, and it's not really used in the Spell Valley. It's more used for like arenas 1 to 4, but it isn't really used in the Spell Valley. Some, I guess, but not a lot. The Baby Dragon kind of loses popularity when it hits arena 5. So guys, yeah. So coming in to number 5 is the arrows, and it's no big surprise. A lot of people use arrows. I do myself, as you can see here. So the arrows is a great card for countering minion hordes, goblins, skeleton armies, and anything with low hit points. So guys, it's no surprise that this is on my list. Yeah guys, the reason I use the arrows is because, for example, like the minion horde and the skeleton army are really popular these days, and so arrows are really easy to counter that, and they only cost 3 elixirs, so I might as well. It's just a really good card altogether, guys, and you guys should have it in your deck, because it's a really good card. Number 4 on my list is the Valkyrie, and the reason for that is the Valkyrie is the toughest splash attacker in the game, so it's no surprise at all, guys, that this card made it to my list today. The Valkyrie. Okay, the Valkyrie is the toughest splash attacker in the game, and it only costs 4 elixir. If you look at the baby dragon does do splash damage, but the baby dragon doesn't. It costs 4 elixir, but it isn't the toughest. And then you have the Valkyrie, which is the strongest melee splash attacker, but she's only 4 elixir, which makes her a fantastic card. It is probably my most used card that I personally use the most, and probably the card that my favorite card in the game, we'll say, is probably the Valkyrie. Now, time on, I may find a new card that I like more than the Valkyrie, but as of now, the Valkyrie from the start of the game was always my favorite card, guys. So yeah, coming into number 3 is the Musketeer, and the Musketeer is used so much, and the reason for that is the Musketeer is mostly used to take out air defenses. The Musketeer will do good work for you. She does a decent amount of damage as well, so this is no surprise that the Musketeer is on my list. If you guys go to the TV Royale, you will see Musketeers in just about every single deck. So, yeah guys, so coming into number 2 is the Mini P.E.K.K.A. No, I'm actually not surprised. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. is probably one of the best cards in the game because it is so destructive, it does so much damage. It's really good with a push deck. It's so good on defense and offense, which makes it a really strong card. And guys, it's just a super card. And I'm not surprised at all that this is used in most decks in Clash Royale. But guys, yes, and coming into number 1 on my list, and now guys, I don't think I reminded you guys that this deck this list that I have made here is not really in order. So like one card used more, like say like for example, number 5 is not used more than number 6, we'll say, because all these cards I have down here on my list are just like in order. Well, they're not in order, but there is no specific like this card is more used than this card. You know, if you guys know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard to explain here. So number 1 is the Fireball, guys. The Fireball is used among players more in the arenas 1 and the arenas 2, 3, and 4. No, I don't think it. No, I messed up there, guys. Sorry. The Fireball is mostly used in arenas 1, 2, and 4. It's not really used in the Barbarian Ball. It's barely used in the Spell Valley. Wait. I think. Okay, I messed up, guys. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit confused here. I'm getting something mixed up. I think I'm getting it mixed up with the arrows. But guys, the Fireball is definitely a very popular card. It's probably used more than the arrows because the Fireball, people think it does more damage. But as for like lower elixir troops, the arrows would definitely be a better choice. So guys, yeah, the Fireball is way used more in like arenas 1, 2, and 5. It's not used in arenas 3 and 4 at all. I guess it would be considered used sometimes in arenas 2 and 4, but it's not used. It's barely used in those arenas. But as for arenas 1, 2, and 5, it is quite popular. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little video on my top 10 most used cards in Clash Royale from arenas 1 to 5. I will have another video coming out soon, guys, about the top 5 most underrated cards in Clash Royale. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, make sure you do. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of my daily content, as it really does help my channel grow. Sorry guys if I was stuttering at this whole video. Yeah, I kind of got a little bit mixed up with the list, so I do apologize for that. Also guys, I haven't been doing consistent uploads daily like I do promise, and the reason for that is, guys, at this time of the year, things are starting to get a little bit more busy, so I'm probably not going to be doing daily uploads. Well, maybe, but it isn't a promise, guys. I may have to do like a video every 3 days or so, but guys, I will get back to you on that. I will give a little channel update video, and yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.